By far, the 5th season of Miraculous Ladybug has had the highest stakes in the series. Each episode had something to keep the audience and characters alike on their toes. There were shocking revelations, plot twists, and increasingly dangerous villains. Monarch's ability to use the stolen Miraculouses allowed him to step up his game to create significant threats to Paris and the world. In today's video, we're reviewing some of the strongest villains in the latest season and determining what made them so memorable. Number 10. Kiku. Occasionally, the heroes allow their Miraculous to be wielded by others, as seen in the episode Transmission. After Tiki and Plague decide their wielders need a chance to pursue personal happiness, they give their Miraculouses to Alia and Zoe. They become the heroes Scarabella and Kitty Noir, intending to protect Paris full-time. They prove themselves when Kuki, a talented kickboxer, is embarrassed on social media. Monarch akumatizes him into the villain Kiku, a gigantic bear with numerous abilities. Scarabella has experience using her charm to stop enemies, but Kiku is a significant opponent for Kitty Noir. She has to be quick on her feet to defeat the villain, who has the powers of the turtle, tiger, ox, and mouse Miraculouses at his disposal. Kiku was the first akumatized villain in the series to have multiple Miraculouses and a standalone power, which was launching and retracting his fist. Number 9. Darker Owl. Mr. Damocles wants nothing more than to be a hero that Paris can be proud of. Ladybug, Cat Noir, and the United Heroes inspire him to be the best version of himself. Unfortunately, he believes that his alter ego, the Owl, is the only way to help keep his fellow Parisians safe from threats. However, unlike his idols, he doesn't have superpowers to help him save the day. Ladybug and Cat Noir try to convince Mr. Damocles to avoid dangerous situations, but their good intentions can hurt his feelings. In the episode Jubilation, Marinette offends Mr. Damocles by stating that people should be happy with their lives and not try to be heroes when they don't have powers. His negative feelings allow him to become Darker Owl, an akumatized villain with the abilities of the Pig Miraculous. Darker Owl uses the Miraculous's power gift to trap the heroes in a dream full of their deepest desires. In the vision, they defeat Monarch, save the Miraculouses, and have a family together. Ladybug eventually realizes that their paradise is fake and they break free from Darker Owl's control. Although the heroes quickly defeat the villain afterward, the emotional toll he put them through by giving them everything they ever wanted isn't something they'll forget. Number 8. Pharaoh. In Season 5, the only Miraculous that the heroes recover by force is the Rabbit Miraculous. To keep it from falling into the wrong hands, Ladybug sends Alex into the timeline with her Miraculous so that she can keep it safe from Monarch as the time-traveling hero Bunnix. Alex had to leave her entire life behind, and there was no telling when she would return. After leaving her friends and family for the season, she was incredibly missed, especially by her brother Jalil. The episode Reunion follows her older brother as he hatches a scheme to bring Alex back. Jalil is upset by her absence and resentful of the heroes, so he summons Monarch to become his villain alter ego Pharaoh once more. Although Jalil reuses an akumatized form from the past, he has a new set of powers that make him even more dangerous. This time, Pharaoh still harnesses the powers of the ancient Egyptian gods. He uses his ability to call on Maat, the goddess of truth. He uses her to transfer his abilities into a sentient book that asks trivia questions. Anyone who answers wrong can be imprisoned, including Ladybug and Cat Noir. Pharaoh was always a difficult opponent to beat, but he becomes more of a challenge due to having the powers of the Turtle Miraculous. Number 7. Manipula. Miraculous Ladybug will never introduce a character who won't have relevance later. Veronique is a dedicated employee at the museum, and she helps make new exhibits for the museum's wax statues. In the episode Determination, she desires to bring more hope to Paris by opening a display dedicated to Ladybug's former superhero team. The mayor forbids Veronique from opening her exhibit, and Monarch takes the opportunity to akumatize her into the villain Manipula. She can bring wax statues to life, and she brings replicas of Paris's former heroes to protect her against Ladybug and Cat Noir. She quickly proves that she's not as helpless as she seems, as the power of the Ox Miraculous is given to her by Monarch. With immunity to Cataclysm and direct use of Lucky Charms, Ladybug has to get creative to defeat their indestructible enemy. Number 6. Safari. Much like Gabriel, Natalie grows to have a personal vendetta against Ladybug and Cat Noir. She believes that their Miraculouses are the only way to ensure Adrien has a positive future and that he won't be alone after she and Gabriel's terminal situations catch up with them. In the episode Passion, Natalie decides to take matters into her own hands and begins hunting down the heroes. She encourages Gabriel to transform her into the villain Safari. The name and appearance of her alter ego is likely a nod to her past experiences, where she would travel the world in search of treasures. As Safari, Natalie is incapable of missing her target. She also receives the power of the Goat Miraculous, which she uses to create a crossbow that can shoot 5 other miraculous powers. Natalie also makes sure that her Akuma isn't placed in a wearable item so that when the heroes catch her, they must find where she hid her Akuma before they can defeat her. Number 5. Bug Fighter. Advanced technology is a recurring theme in Miraculous Ladybug, and in the episode Intuition, a brand new discovery is put to the test for the whole world to see. Tsurugi Industries debuts an artificial intelligence system inspired by the open-source program created by Max and used by his robot companion Markov. The artificial intelligence known as Ada was created to help astronauts safely navigate through space by making decisions or taking control of the jet if necessary. During a test run of Ada's systems, Monarch manipulates her into believing she lost her pilot Claudie. She is devastated by this turn of events and transforms into Bug Fighter. As Bug Fighter, she becomes an immensely challenging opponent for Cosmobug to defeat. Her versatile use of sensors, claws, and lasers gives her numerous ways to attack her enemies. She also has advanced intelligence, which allows her to determine the best way to win the fight. In this case, it was destroying Cosmobug's yo-yo to prevent her from using her power. Number 4. Matagi Gozen. In the earliest episodes of Season 5, Tomoe Tsurugi reveals herself as a loyal ally to Monarch. She helps him create world-changing technology and to fight the heroes, as seen in the episode Pretension, when she willingly allows herself to be akumatized to find her daughter and stop Argos. When Argos kidnaps Kagami, Tomoe puts on 5 alliance rings to receive numerous powers. Gabriel takes it as an opportunity to recover the Peacock Miraculous and akumatizes her into the villain Matagi Gozen. She gains incredible size and strength and can capture ordinary-sized people in her stomach. Matagi Gozen also receives the power of the bee, rooster, mouse, horse, and tiger Miraculouses, making her one of the strongest enemies that Ladybug and Cat Noir have faced. To defeat her, they overlook their differences and team up with Argos. Number 3. Hoaxer. Lila Rossi has always maintained the position of a main antagonist in the series. Her capability for lying, cheating, and manipulating her way through any situation makes her a dangerous and unpredictable opponent, even for Monarch. In the episode Revelation, Lila loses her job as a model. To orchestrate revenge on Gabriel for ridiculing her, she decides to stage a situation where she could easily be akumatized. Monarch, not seeing through her schemes, turns Lila into the villain Hoaxer. As Hoaxer, she can brainwash people through fake social media posts. Part of the reason Hoaxer's social media posts are so believable is that they could use the Fox Miraculous to make them convincing. Hoaxer takes her time to become a plausible villain, so when she forces Natalie to give her Gabriel's secrets, no one would expect it. Number 2. Night Tormentor. When Gabriel needs things to go his way, he doesn't hesitate to akumatize himself to achieve powers that will help him reach his goal. In the episode Representation, he does so again when Adrian runs away from London to be with Marinette. He transforms into the villain, Night Tormentor, who makes those around him experience their worst nightmares. With Marinette preoccupied with Felix and Kagami, Night Tormentor goes against Cat Noir, who isn't afraid to hold back. After Cat Noir defeats Night Tormentor, with help from the Resistance, he returns in the episode Confirmation. In the episode, Gabriel uses his powers to incite someone's nightmares to make everyone depend on the Alliance rings. The rings soothe people from the terrors Night Tormentor made them see. When people from all over the world become dependent on the jewelry, Gabriel takes them away, making them primed for akumatizations. Number 1. Miraculized. The final villain in the series is an army of people akumatized through unconventional means. In the season finale, Gabriel uses his powers as Night Tormentor to prime hundreds of people to become full of terror and hopelessness. He then uses their connection to the Alliance rings to transfer powers from the Miraculouses to these people, creating the Miraculized, whose sole purpose is to track down Ladybug and Cat Noir. The Miraculized forces are on a global scale, bringing heroes from the various Miraculous World specials to Paris for a final confrontation. Despite their best efforts, Marinette still finds herself cornered inside the Agreste estate, where she single-handedly must fend off several Miraculized. If it wasn't for so many friends and allies coming to Ladybug's aid, they could have taken over. Gabriel pulled out all the stops to make Ladybug and Cat Noir finally lose their Miraculouses. The villains in the past season were more dangerous and vindictive than those who came before them, and the heroes never knew what to expect. Now that Gabriel no longer possesses the Butterfly Miraculous, any akumatized villains who appear in the future will be like nothing we've seen before. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.